Hello everyone and welcome. In this explainer, we're going to learn some simple but really important English for all you truck drivers out there. We'll practice exactly what to say when you need to cross a border in your truck. So, let's get started.
So here's our plan. We're going to take this step by step to make it super easy. First, we'll learn the key words. Then, we'll use those words to build phrases. After that, we'll listen to a whole conversation at the border. And finally, we'll do a quick review so you feel totally ready to go. All right, let's begin. Just imagine you're driving your truck. You're on your way. You arrive at a border crossing or maybe a ferry port, and you need to talk to an officer. You know, your job is so important, and speaking just a little bit of English can make everything so much easier. It'll help you get across the border faster with a lot less stress. This is all about helping you feel more confident.
Okay, first things first. Let's learn some really important words. These are the words you're going to hear and the words you'll need to use when you're at the border.
Let's start with your documents. First up is your passport. That's your official travel book. Next, you have your license, your permit to drive. And then there's the CMR. This is the really important paper for all the goods inside your truck. The officer is definitely going to ask to see these.
Okay, now let's talk about your load. The consignor, that's just the company who is sending the goods. And the consignee is the company that's going to receive them. Simple. And then you have the seal. That's the small security lock on your trailer door.
So when you're at the border, you'll probably go to Customs. That's the office where they check the goods. The person you're going to talk to is the Border Control Officer. You'll also have a declaration, which is simply the official information about what you're carrying in your truck.
And here are a few key places you should know. The holding area is just the big parking lot where you wait. If you're taking a boat, you'll go to the ferry check-in desk. And the weighbridge, well, that's the giant scale they use to check how heavy your truck is.
Awesome, you've got the words down. Now let's put them into sentences you can actually use. These are the phrases that will help you say exactly what you need to say.
So, when the officer asks for your papers, you can say this. Just listen. Here are my documents: passport, license, CMR, insurance. See? Very clear and very simple.
And when they ask about your load, you just need to tell them 3 things. What is it? Electronics. How much of it? 12 pallets. And how heavy is it? 9,800 kilograms. So you'd say, the load is electronics, 12 pallets, 9,800 kilograms. Perfect.
The officer will almost always ask about the seal. It's all about security. All you have to do is read the number right off the seal on your trailer. For example, the seal number is AB123456.
Now, this phrase is for those of you taking a ferry. You just need to give them your booking information. You can say, I have a ferry booking, reference number FH72M9.
Hey, sometimes you might not know where to go, and that's totally okay. It's always a good idea to ask. This is a great question. Where should I park for customs inspection? It shows you're being careful and professional.
Okay, so you know the words and you know the phrases. Now let's see how it all fits together. We're going to listen to a full conversation, just like one you might have at a ferry port. The whole conversation usually has 3 simple parts. First, you'll go to the ferry check-in. Second, you'll answer a few questions from the customs officer. And third, you get your clearance. That's just permission to continue your journey.
Let's start at the check-in desk. The agent says, "Good afternoon, booking reference please." And you say, "Good afternoon, reference FH72M9. Then the agent says, "Thank you. Vehicle registration?" And you answer, "Tractor CJ12ABC, trailer RO 44XYZ. Finally, the agent says, "Great, lane 5 for customs."
Okay, now you're at customs. The officer says, hello, documents please. You say, here are my passport, license, CMR, and insurance papers. The officer then asks, what are you carrying today? You can answer, consumer electronics, 12 pallets, 9,800 kilograms, non-hazardous. That last part just means the goods are not dangerous.
The conversation keeps going. The officer asks, who is the consignor and consignee? You say, the consignor is Techline Romania and the consignee is Megamart Germany. Then they say, do you have the seal number? And you answer, yes, it is AB123456.
And for the final part, the officer might say, please open the trailer. You open it up and just say, here you go. The officer checks everything and then says, thank you, seal matches, everything is fine,
You are cleared. Please proceed to lane 7 for boarding. That's it. A successful check. All you have to say is, thank you.
And that's what a full conversation at the border looks like. You did great. Now, before we finish, let's just do a super quick review of the most important things to remember. So here are the main things. Number 1, always have your documents ready to go. Number 2, make sure you know the details about your load. Number 3, just speak clearly and simply. You don't need big words. And number 4, if you don't understand something, it is always okay to ask.
And that's it. Look at that. You've learned the words, you've learned the phrases, you have the skills you need. You are absolutely ready to drive with confidence.
Thank you so much for watching. We wish you all the best on your journeys. Have a safe trip.